Hello, it is January 24th, 1942, and we're back with another turn in our continuing struggle against the Empire of Japan. Let's see what this turn brings. Looks like nothing happens in her naval phase. We're on to the night air phase, and 6 of my Liberators make it through to Rabaul to strike the airfield there. They do a good job taking out a 0 and a Mavis on the ground, though not doing much runway damage. Have a sub-attack off the coast of Brisbane there against one of my sub-chasers. Luckily the torpedoes miss. We're on to the AM air phase, and here I have 2 squadrons, the last 2 fighter squadrons in the Philippines. I sent them to Manila to try to intercept some of the bombing raids there. Instead, they're getting mauled by these sweeps. I'd hoped that some of the bombing raids would come in before the sweeps, and I would be able to damage those bombers, destroy those bombers, but instead I take huge losses against these zeros to no gain. If this continues, I don't even know if they will survive the day to destroy those bombers. Oscar sweep with similarly disastrous results. I lose 3 planes to no gain. And now we have, looks like, sweeps against Cyan. I've done a similar thing here in Cyan, moved some fighter squadrons in to try to intercept some of the bombers in the area. And while I take out an Oscar, I lose 4 planes for my trouble. This is not shaping out to be a good turn for me in the air. I think I'm pointing out here that my fighters did not even sortie this time, so they're not even rising to the air anymore. I guess they are. Over Manila, and look at that. They are just getting wiped out. They do take out 3 zeros, but at the cost of 6 planes. 0 sweeps over Port Moresby, and my BR-697s and Buffaloes are getting wrecked pretty badly. They take out 1 0, but lose 5 planes. So yeah, overall in the air, this is turning out to be really rough. Finally, a bombing raid comes in, but they've been depleted so badly by those sweeps that my fighters don't even make it to the bombers. They do manage to take out 1 0, but there's not enough of them to do any damage to the bombers. And now strikes fly against Manila, and so many of my planes are dead that or have been destroyed that they don't even rise to attack these unescorted bombers. Yeah, really poor tactics, poor decision on my part, and we're paying for it. This is what I wanted to have happen over the Philippines. It's happening at Cyan, so some of those fighters survive to get among these unescorted bombing groups and takes them out. Looks like I take out 3 there. Another one there. And just getting among those bombers really reduces their accuracy when they do those bombing runs. You can see only 1 runway hit. Really negligible damage. Bombing above Qingchaoan. And above Singapore. So, sweep on Miri. I'm trying to keep this hex clear to ensure that my bombers can come in and hit this hex. Still a lot of patrol craft I've seen on recon stationed here, or auxiliary craft I think they're called on the recon report. And 27 P-17s come in. This is a bright spot today. Probably the largest 4-engined bomber raid that I've been managed to put together. And we destroy 3 planes on the ground. Never a bad thing. Including a valuable Mavis. Liberators follow up. Looks like they're getting some damage messages as well. Good work, guys. 5 planes destroyed on the ground, it looks like, in that run. And they all can't be that productive, I suppose. Back over the Philippines here. And again, my cap gets handled by that sweep. I'm going to have to change the altitude. I can either go really low or really high to try to fight those sweeps. I think I'm going to continue to try to go really low for now. If that doesn't work, we'll take the altitude all the way up, see if we can have some better success that way. Looks like we're on to the evening phase, the land combat phase. We have an attack at Changsha. Large group here against my beleaguered forces here. Yeah, 3-1 odds. That's never good to see. They take my forts from 3 to 2, and I take huge casualties here. 36 destroyed, 212 disabled. It's going to push me out here pretty soon. Hopefully I'll be able to retreat across the river and get into some better terrain with these troops. And a deliberate attack here just south of Cyan. He has, what, 6,700 or something AV, something ridiculous here. And I have much, much less, about 600. And once we get into the adjusted odds, it may get adjusted AVs, it may be even worse because my troops are pretty badly beat up. Look at them evaporate right there with this attack. Just 3 of them completely wiped out of combat value. 12-1 odds. Disastrous day for the Chinese army. And look at these casualties. 603 of my combat units or combat squads destroyed, 78 disabled, 295 non-combat. Just devastating. And 3 of my units retreat. I wish they all did. We just have this one, I think the 8th Route Army is the only one still active in this hex, but I kind of wish I had retreated back to Cyan as well, because it's just going to get mauled next turn for its troubles. A little bombardment action here, just light damage, and deliberate attack at Nanning. My engineers here have managed to raise the forts back up to 1. They are scrappy like that. Every turn they seem to be raising those forts back up. But they get 1-1 odds, it looks like. And I take a little bit more casualties than he does. Bombardment attack at Manila. While the bombardment attack is going on, I wanted to apologize for the commentary this time. I had to re-record this over recording of my capture, and so things are a little bit disjointed. And it's also really early, and I haven't had a cup of coffee this morning, so there's that too. And deliberate attack Samarinda. I'd be very surprised if they don't take the hex this turn, but it doesn't look like they do. 1-1 odds. I take more damage than they do. As I've said before, most of my troops I've already evacuated to Soriaba from here. They bombard back to no effect. But next turn, Samarinda will most assuredly fall. It looks like that's the turn. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And we will see you in the Discord. Take care.